Let's take a look at Avalanche. This is the daily chart for Avalanche, and the data I have is to 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on November the 23rd. After dropped down to about $33 around the first week in September. Since then, its reverse direction went on this massive bull run, continued to trend up, follow this upward channel, ran all the way to about 110 right around November the 17th. That's when it tested the resistance of this upward channel. And as you can see, every time when it tested the resistance, retrace, drop down, and retest the support, bounce up. So at this point, if you look at the next day, which is the 18th, it started to trend down. But there was a big catalyst that happened on the 18th that caused the price to break out of the resistance of this upward channel. And the news was relating to Avalanche partner with Deloitte Touche, which is one of the top 4 accounting firm. Consulting giant and Big 4 accounting firm Deloitte announced a strategic alliance with Avax to build an Avalanche blockchain-based platform for easing disaster recovery red tape. That was a great deal for Avalanche because getting the blockchain adopted by Deloitte increased the possibility for other Fortune 500 companies to adopt their blockchain. That caused the price to spike up. Avalanche broke out of the resistance of this upward channel, spike up to as high as 146. Right now, Avalanche is trading at almost 137, or up about 9%. Avalanche ran from about $32 all the way to 146, and that is about 5x within a matter of like 2 months. And that is very impressive. The question for us is, Avalanche already ran up so much. So in the short term, as part of this current bull run, how much more does Avalanche have in terms of the upside? And what is the potential downside? To answer that question, we need to analyze these major indicators. First, let's look at the moving averages. The moving averages continue to look very bullish. The 10-day crossover the 50 days, and it continued to trend upward. The 10 days continue to lead the 50 days as well as the 200 days. And around the beginning of September, that when we saw the 50 days cross over the 200 days. So Avalanche right now is still part of this golden cross. Very, very bullish. However, the Bollinger Band is telling a different story. Right around the mid of October, as you can see, when Avalanche was in consolidations, the Bollinger Band contracted. Lots of momentum being built up. Then the price spiked up. The Bollinger Band expanded. The width of the Bollinger Band is extremely wide. This is an indication that Avalanche is definitely way overextended. If we look back in the past, when Avalanche spiked up and ran from about $20 all the way to $60, we saw the Bollinger Band expanded. And at this point, it was way overextended. Avalanche has to retrace and consolidate to allow the Bollinger Band to contract. And then the width of the band get to the point where it get very tight. And this support another spike up in price. So based on what we see here, the Bollinger Band at this point in time is way overextended. And right now, Avalanche is actually trading above the upper band of this Bollinger Band, way overheated. So there's no doubt in my mind that the near-term upside potential is very limited. Avalanche will definitely need to retrace and consolidate to allow the Bollinger Band to contract before it could build enough momentum to support another run-up. Regardless how great Avalanche is, it is way overextended right now. Looking at the stochastic oscillator, Avalanche is in this way overbought territory. And just now, we saw the blue signal line cross over and drop below the red line. This is an indication of a beginning of a downward trend. So what all this telling me is moving averages are looking bullish. This is an indication that the uptrend would continue. However, the Bollinger Band and the stochastic oscillators imply that this current bull run is very much running out of steam and that the near-term upside potential is very limited. The most I would see is to about 150, and that is due to fear of missing out. But very likely, we will see the retracement begin, could be as early as today and over the next couple of weeks. Avalanche would likely retrace, and if we base on the average or typical retracement based on this Fibonacci retracement, I expect to see Avalanche retrace and then consolidate and likely end up between the 50 to 61.8% retracement. And that would give us the target between 98 to 87. That would allow the Bollinger Band to contract more, and then build enough momentum to support another run-up. So because of the sell signal, I just hold 50% of my holding, and I will wait for the price to hit 100 or below and begin accumulations until a max of 100. Now, in terms of what is the target price for Avalanche after this retracement, consolidation, and run, it could easily run up to about 1.61 time, and that would roughly put Avalanche at around a target price of $200. So in summary, Avalanche ran up a lot, 5 times in a matter of 2 months. But these two indicators, the Bollinger Band and the stochastic oscillator, are pointing to Avalanche is ready to retrace. It is a sell signal for me, and that's why I took 50% off. And I am waiting for Avalanche to retrace, and I do expect Avalanche to drop below 100. As part of my 50-50 trading strategy, I sold 50% right now, and I will wait for Avalanche to drop below 100, and I will continue to accumulate until a max of $100. Avalanche is a great project. After this retracement and consolidations, I expect to see Avalanche begin another bull run that would take it to about $200. That's it for this video, and don't forget to click that like button and reward me with a like if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at VietMaxim, because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.